The United Nations marks February 21 as an International Mother Language Day to promote indigenous languages across the world. According to UN, globally, 40% of the population do not have access to education in a language they speak or understand. The theme for this year's celebration, multilingual education and necessity to transform education, recognizes languages and multilingualism to advance inclusion, and the SDGs focus on leaving no one behind. Ghana has only 12 government-sponsored indigenous languages. These include Gorone, Dagare, Dagbani of the Mabia languages, Ewe, Dangbe, Ga, Gonja, Kasim, and lastly, the Kwapim Twi, Asante Twi, Fanti, and Nzema of the Akan ethnic languages. Gorone language, being the latest addition to the language of instruction in Ghanaian schools, also becomes the fourth Ghanaian language to be approved by the Wikimedia Foundation. In rural areas, teaching and learning using the standard-based curriculum at the early stage has not been easy for teachers. The situation has led to some students dropping out of schools in the Fantiakwa South District of the Eastern region. Some teachers in the district have been sharing their challenges.
When the child is coming from the house, the child doesn't understand any language apart from the first language that they use at the house. So be it Chi, Dangbe, Ewe, whatever. So if the child comes to school and you start bombarding the child with English, it puts the children off. They wouldn't understand what you are saying.
In the public school, when we try to follow the policy, the parents think that we are not doing the right thing because they want their wards to speak English at that early age.
The country director for Child Development Program and convener for SDG Goal 4, Madam Joyce Lanyo, believes teaching in mother tongue at the base level provides a smooth transition for students.
The acquisition of the mother tongue helps for proficiency in the English language. People prefer that their children should go to these private schools where they learn the English language. Like you said, children are not familiar with those languages, so they are not even motivated to go.
The program's manager for World Vision Ghana, Andrew Denchi, indicated that the idea of using the regional capital to cascade policies for rural areas should not be encouraged.
The standard-based curriculum had taken away the mother language approach to literacy in early grade and making it English for literacy, and that is extremely difficult, especially it is excluding majority of Ghanaian children who are in rural communities and who use mother tongue on a daily basis.
Digitizing indigenous languages is essential in revitalizing languages. This makes information available and accessible to anyone. A steering committee member of the Wikimedia Diversity Language Hub, Sadiq Shahadu, highlighted the role of Wikipedia and its sister projects in conserving indigenous languages.
Digitizing indigenous languages is very important because it will help us to preserve our history, our whole culture and oral history together. It is also an opportunity for us to tell our story in the way that we know, instead of people telling the stories how they know our story. I would also like to talk about the importance of digitizing these languages on Wikipedia. It is important because Wikipedia is an online encyclopedia which gives hundreds of languages the opportunity to create and document their history. So for us in Ghana, we are very happy that we have a platform like Wikipedia, which has helped us create articles.
A co-founder of Ghana Natural Language Processing, Paul Azure, called on government to invest in the digitization process.
The government needs to create laws that dedicate a portion of our GDP to scientific research. And this artificial intelligence and all of that should be part of the stuff that by law is funded. That's one. There has to be funding allocated for this. Two, that funding has to be distributed fairly